Hello everyone, my name is Fixie People. I don't know where I got the name from, but this is what if Deku was a nomu. And I did say we left off at Deku being in a Saiyan tank pod, like the one in the Frieza saga. And then he just, left. And then, he sleeps and then dreams of a life where he was of a person with great memories with a bright light of glowing sunlight, and he wishes he could see that again, but he doesn't know where it is. He starts in the tank. Well, you barely can see it, but he starts crying, and he really misses his light. Yes, it's his mom. And then he gets up from his haze. Well, then he actually wakes up during his sleep cycle, during the middle of the night, where All For One is, where he's thinking of his plans to continue his plans against All Might's student, Bakugo. Yeah, Bakugo gets one for all in this version because I like it. It's too overpowered. I'm not gonna not give that to him. Ooh, we're about to get the spear. Oh, and then Deku, of course, plays himself as a. Actually, just opens the tank. All the liquidy waters just spill out, and he just leaves. Since everyone's too busy looking at their monitors and all the Nomu are sleeping. Also, Deku is a high-end Nomu, if you didn't know. But for some reason, they don't really care about this high Nomu. So he just leaves and just walks the streets where a person throws a drink at him and says, "Get out of the streets, villain." And he just stares at him with his glowing eyes and then vaporizes his heart. Actually, no, he just stares at him. The guy's heart just stops beating. That's not even one of Deku's quirks. He just stopped beating because he got so scared. So the guy just dies without Deku's interference. And then he just walks off. Until one of the low rank heroes show up because they're blind. Until Deku just punches them and then they die. He just keeps walking down the street until he actually bumps into this lady who drops all her groceries, and Deku can't speak, so he just his eyes change to a bluer color to show friendliness. So and his eyes become more circular, then more sharp. And then then he squats down, picks up the groceries for the lady, and then hands it to her. And yeah, this is Kirishima's mom actually. This Kirishima's mom is shocked and says, "Thank you, kind sir. Uh, how can I repay you for this?" And he just starts. He says that he's surprised that he has to. Deku's ready, I guess. Ready, excited, new, surprised. And he says, "I don't need it." Oh, his eyes turn into a more of a sharp glare, but still blue, and says, and then he shakes his head like to, signal no, no. I just realized I have none of my abilities unlocked. After Deku's. Okay, so Deku is playing. Uh, Besides shaking his no because he doesn't like giving. He doesn't like being the person that gets favors. He doesn't like getting the favors. He just gives people. He just helps people because it's just a core feeling he has. Until Kirishima's mom actually grabs Deku by the hand and tells him that I'll treat you to dinner. How about that? And Deku is his the mouth I was talking about at the beginning of this year. It actually grins. She can actually tell because the skin like actually lifted up. And yeah, Kirishima's mom brings him to dinner, and everyone's looking at him like everyone's looking at him like, how is this bitch gonna eat? He has no mouth. Boy just goes, just tears at it, like just stabs his own mouth with his steak knife, and then just opens it, and then his teeth reform into sharp teeth, and then he just eats the steak whole with no difficulty, and then he heals his mouth just to chew it inside his mouth. It's really creepy. That was really spooky, actually. It scared him. It scared everyone in the restaurant, but they didn't leave because it's pretty expensive. Kirishima's mom is like secretly, I'm not gonna cap, flirting with Deku because she doesn't know his age. Because, it's a big guy, pretty swole dude, pretty kind too. I know this isn't realistic that the person would start hitting on a person because they did one nice deed. But, Deku just has some eyes. Sorry, the eyes were just too eye-catching. He really, he's really good at this, even though as a nomu. So, Deku obviously catches on this because All For One is just one with them ladies. How do you think he gets all these quirks? And he, wins over Kirishima's mom's heart, which, imagine a different timeline where Kirishima knew Deku. My heavens. Deku defends. Oh heavens, what's going on? And then, Deku gets her phone number. Yeah, so Deku gets, oh, I'm so sorry, doggies, I love you. The doggies are... The doggies are very important to me. And Deku gets her phone number, and since he has basically photo memory, he just photo memories it into his brain, just in case anything happens to him. This is an important detail later. And then Deku heads home, just to the lab. It's his home, in a way. And he ate. Then since his stomach's all full now, he feels all good inside. He's all warm and cuddly. And then Deku just goes back to sleep. Water fills his tank again, and then he goes to sleep. Until the, I don't know what arc, but how the frick are you guys working with an ogre? This makes no sense. Yeet. 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 Come here. Oh, balls. Ow, you bollocks. Come here. Fuck you. Perish. Thanks, buddy. Oh, bollocks. after, you know. I get freaking wrecked. Come here. Ooh, ooda, 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 ooda. Yeet. Yeah. After Deku's whole, okay, he's sleeping, then he awakens during something, oh, god damn it. God damn it. Come here. Not today. Get off. Boy. Deku's whole, cool, I get the sword in this. Let's go. I finally get the sword. I get the sword. Don't worry, I'll post those as shorts. After Deku's whole, after Deku's, burning, Deku awakens to Shigaraki again, which he is not too pleased to hear. Him hearing Shigaraki's voice again. He hates his voice, it's really crusty and annoying. But, yeah, he gets up out of his tank, and then walks with, Shigaraki, and then meets with Dabi, and all the, you know, Toga, Twice, Capress, what that transgender girl was, I don't know, and Spinner. He doesn't like Spinner. It's not because of the manga, he just doesn't like him. I think he wants to, you know, kill him. Because he has the same mindset as Stain, and he really didn't like Stain. He was kind of annoying. He never met him, but, you know, he doesn't like him. And Deku decides to, kill him. Yeah, just walk through the portal and just pay no mind to him. Then he meets with, alright, finally, let's actually make a shift to the story that I don't really like in stories, but yes, Izumi, the sister of Deku, is existing. Little did Deku know he had a sister that was the, you know, the daughter of All Might and Inko. Surprisingly, she doesn't have one for all. I guess she just didn't have the perks to it. Right. Come here. For them bullocks. I'll come for them balls. I've come for them balls. Take his whole, physique. You son of a bitch. Yito. The frostbite. Take his whole, come here. Don't feel so good now, does it? Boyo. Got him. Deku's ending, bro ate all that, bro. I'm impressed. Mm. I'll leave my old doggos. Okay, Deku leaves. Meets. Just walks in on Izumi with Bakugo. No! Don't even think of that. Disgusting. Alright, let's get back to the what if. And then Deku ends his, looks at them who are playing the scary, spooky game. Something that's spooky, kinda sucked. He, then kills him. I'm kidding. Deku then, oh, yeah, he doesn't swing at this girl. He actually gets pretty, interested in her. Not in that way. Careful, careful. And then he, just says that he, looks at her with the blue eyes. Oh my god. And then he becomes on, then he becomes on, Deku, he finally, has snapped out of All For One's pressuring into being, into an evil guy. Yes, Nomu Deku, working for All For One, is no more. Deku's finally his own man again. You're wondering why? It's his sister. Like, if I saw my sister after, like, 5, basically decades, I'd be a bit, you know, that kind of snapped me out of my groove, you know? So now he's finally all back together. His brain is finally fixed. His brain is finally put together. And now we can finally have a good Nomu Deku. So he just, uh, then he just walks up, then he goes up a mountain where Muscular would be, you know, and then kills him. No regard, he just killed him. He just showed up, just a pedo. Yeah, he regrew his mouth. He opened his mouth and said, pedo, and then just killed him. And he was very happy about that. So that's the end of Muscular. Then he shows up to Dobby, which burns him to a crisp. And then he just regenerates from it, and then just bops him in the face. And then my boy's done. Dobby's done for. And he gets, you know, sent to the Shadow Realm. By the Shadow Realm, I mean the Black Ooze. And as soon as they hear that Dobby's down, they immediately just leave. Drop that right now. They do not feel safe without Dobby. Especially twice. Is multiple personalities. Y'all suck. After Deku's whole, you know, snapping out of his craze, and then he, not his craze, but like his, you know, wholesomeness. He's back to his wholesomeness. Facts, facts. And then Deku just smiles at them with the most non-concerning look, actually, for a Nomu anyway. They think he looks nice. So they actually let Deku just... They give Deku a... they give Deku a way to head out of his directions. I didn't even know this existed before. Okay, so Deku then beats up someone. Yeah, he just goes to Inko's house with Izumi. Yeah, Izuku's sister. And then Inko just is shocked to see this uh, green lizard man in her home, wondering, who's he, sweetie? This is, with no hate in her eyes, just say it's Izuku. Stop that right now. Not weave that. I weave that. Oh, you coming? No, you're going nowhere, boyo. Deku's playing his little flute there, you know. Well, then he speaks for after a very long time. Not a very long time, actually. He said hero one time, and that was it. Shooting him. And that was the Deku is now wholesome again. So he now can eat actually normally. He lives as Inko most of the time because he doesn't have enough money. Until one day Bakugo comes over to see Deku with his homie Kirishima. Okay, let's just say he hasn't been really tidying up with his body lately because he's been a bit exhausted and a bit concerned for Bakugo's safety because during the arc, well, this arc, he couldn't, really help Bakugo anything. I know I'm about to get some backlash, but yes, they are in a relationship. And he's a bit down for the worse because he just let his, BF almost get killed, and he's not, particularly happy about that. My homie just my significant other was just planned to be killed. Whoa, I forgot that thing has the reach of a god. Whoa, I forgot that thing has like the reach of a century. Eat my nuts! I was talking about a gay wrestler. You homophobic bastard. Okay. After Deku's whole beating of the, after my whole beating of the homophobes, Deku, then sees Kirishima with his black hair, and, it's kept down because he hasn't really been feeling it right now. So, yes, he does recognize him as, Kirishima, wait, what is his last name? Kirishima Eijiro? Eijiro. I think that's his name. I think that's his name. Kirishima Eijiro. Can I hit the deer? I want to see what that is. So Deku punches him. Deku then grabs his hand and says, "So how's your mom doing?" He has some very cohesive voice patterns. And then, someone wasn't expecting that, so guess he was very surprised to hear that, Deku met his mom. I forgot that I have to use this weapon. Deku kills him. Deku says, He did. Deku ends his whole. I would think Deku would then, of course, have dinner with Kirishima. Kirishima being a bit, sussy, Izuku, because you're a bit suspicious for, moving on with us. I'm coming for them cheeks. I'm coming for them cheeks. Kobe. Hit this, hit this. Hit this, Freya. We got to hit this. Weave. Sucks a sock. Come on, Freya, we need to win this. Drop your ass. Oh, punch it. Come here. Oh. Okay. Deku, says he only met his mom after helping her with her groceries. Bit suspicious, but Deku Kirishima will let it slide for now. And then Deku ends his whole ends dinner, cleans up the plates with his mom Inko because he's really bad at it. So then they all clean up, all cleaned, all nice, tidy. I can keep talking, and so Deku saying he shall be as cautious as possible, so she will never lose him again. And Inko hugs him after that. So Bakugo leaves with Kirishima to his house, and then Deku says, "Say hi to Mitsuki for me, Bakugo." And like Bakugo says, "Oh, it's Deku. It's Izuku. You know this." Old habits die hard, don't they? Izuku. So Deku just leaves his. Deku leaves his So see. Oh. Deku then ends his. He then goes to sleep afterwards. Takes a nap, take a nice long nap. Deku. Ooh, I weaved that. Okay, that was dumb. Oh god. Where did you come from? Deku, kills Mimir. I'm coming. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. You son of a bitch, get back here. Oh, there's too many of these bitches. I'm about to die, honestly. Off! Oh, god damn it. Off me. Deku, after going to sleep with his buddy, Atreus. Oh, heavens. Oh, you son of a... Hands only. Come on, hands only. Hands only today. Ooh, ooh. Hands? Okay, that was not my hands. Okay, just axe now. Deku. Oh god. It's his life. Well, wakes up to, Hobie. Come on, bring it on. Ah. Bring it on. Atreus, I'm coming. Oh god. Okay. Okay. So Deku, after ending his, goes to sleep, then wakes back up, and then he relaxes after his sleep. Who the bitch is this? Deku is then playing his, he just goes to sleep, hoping the next day will be calmer. And then he wakes up to his entire house being exploded, and then all for one just standing there like, where do you think yo ass is going? Inko's alive though, don't worry. Deku sees moving rubble and is like, yeah, that's Inko. She's too strong of a fighter to go out like that. And then he gets up after his almost defeat, and then he fights back against All For One, which is not going in Deku's favor. Deku is getting clapped up easily. He's getting thrown through buildings, incinerated body parts, which he just heals them, but then he just keeps getting his ass kicked, thrown around, slammed, limbs torn off, head torn off, shot through the heart, and you're to blame. And then All Might shows up to All Might shows up to All Might shows up to help Deku. He fights back too, and this isn't going in Deku's favor. So he then grabs All For One by the face and starts slamming his head against a building, and then another one, and then another, and then he grabs All For One's arm. He's like really disgusting looking arm by its horns, starts breaking it, tears it clean off. And then when he tries to heal it, Deku just incinerates his entire torso. Now, Deku has now All For One has his arm loose and is trying to swing at Deku with his freely arm because he's almost dead. So he tries to heal himself, but Deku is just not letting it happen until he then throws it to then All For One is like, you think you creature can defeat me? You know how easy it could be if Kratos just threw his axe at one of their skulls? I really hated these people. They're pretty annoying. Also useless. They basically did nothing for the story. After Deku's Hill, you know, beating the crap out of All For One then grabs Deku and starts extracting the quirks he gave to Deku, which somehow is a good thing. So Deku actually loses all his quirks, so but before his quirks can leave him, he starts regenerating the quirks that are leaving him. So Deku is now back to his human form. He's back to, but don't worry, he turns into regular Izuku Deku, but naked now because his jeans were too small. But before Deku, but Deku isn't just gonna let nudity stop him from killing him. So then he just picks up All-For-One's basically decaying corpse, and then just starts laser beaming his skull in, and then his body starts turning to like this goop, but on the good kind of goop, like where he's leaving, not like the warm goop. So guess who's dying? Yeah, so Deku just kills All-For-One by laser beaming his skull in, and then Deku just passes out afterwards. Awakes into a hospital, realizing, yep, that wasn't a dream. He's human again. So Deku is no longer a nomu. I'll give a moral. The moral of the story is, don't go home alone. That's just stupid. Also, my name is Pigsy People. I play God of War and any other game you'd like me to play. And I'll see y'all later. I gotta wait for like 2 more seconds because I need to like have a thumbnail for the beginning. Can the small child already show up? You already suck. Okay, sorry, let me head out now. Oh, there she is. Okay, good day.